Tonight, the Longview City Council approved paying $63,000 to repair a sinkhole on the High Street Bridge. According to the city, the sinkhole was caused about a year ago when a contractor broke into a drainage line while working to relocate drainage and sewer lines. It was in preparation for the bridge reconstruction. A different contractor repaired the sinkhole at a cost of about $100,000. The contractor that caused the sinkhole paid the city $25,000 to defer costs.
There's a very old, from 1937, large drainage line that runs kind of with that road, and it was about 20 foot down. And so when they got down in there to relocate those water and sewer lines, they just impacted that. But they're such good partners, they said, hey, we're going to be a part of that solution, and participated in that repair. So we really appreciate that.
And the sinkhole was repaired last Friday. Also tonight, the council said goodbye to retiring city attorney Jim Finley, who worked for the city for 23 years, and Parks Director Scott Caron, who is leaving for work in the private sector.